Hello everybody. There are such beautiful places in the world, and it's beautiful when somebody is there and visits it and then shares it with other people. So I'm sharing my visit to Monkodonja today. Actually, I live very close to this archaeological site which dates back to the Bronze Age, 1800 BC, and which was populated by around 1,000 people. We are located on 200 something meters above the sea level hill, and it is not far from the beautiful Istrian town called Rovin, which maybe if you have a very good sight, maybe you can see it on the across the sea, not the old town, but some parts of the town of Rovin. So Monkodonja has been researched by archaeologists between 1997 and 2007, and they have rebuilt some parts very modestly but beautifully, since we are talking about a couple of thousands of years old civilization here. The gate that you see here is the gate that will lead you to the most upper part, called also the Acropolis. Probably the Acropolis was populated by the founders of Monkodonja Hill, of this settlement, and there are rests of the Monkodonja walls, of the lower part and the upper part. The upper part is actually where we are standing at the moment and what you are seeing at the moment, and the upper part has been populated or there lived craftsmen and metal workers. Some materials have been found here which were used in the molds to make some items which then were exchanged and sold, probably in order to provide some economical resources. Not far from here, looking toward the sea, there was an ancient harbor, and many items coming from the ancient Greece and even Italy have been found down there. So the archaeologists and historians suppose that there was a very active trade between or among these ancient populations here. What is interesting and what is the most appealing here is the atmosphere and the energy and the feeling you get when you are here. There are some points which have stronger energy than the others, and I think that each of you can feel it. It's just to close the eyes and to concentrate and to get rid of any thought. But all together is a very, very special place with a beautiful view on the archipelago of Rovin, some islands, and the mainland on the other side. So the population, which we would call like maybe primitive or like old population, undeveloped or something like this, I think they were much more developed than what we think and than what we are, even in some ways, because they knew what and where to choose to build their settlement, and to be able to breathe the fresh air and to be able to get from the universe the most important, the connection and the insights and this life energy. Yeah, you can call it life energy, you can call it chi, and many other words, but it is the energy that keeps us happy in our lives, and which gives us also support, and which pushes us, and which gives us inspiration. And without it, we are just surviving in this life. So there is just to come here and to feel and to connect with the nature, with this archaeological site, which is really one of the of the most special in Croatia, but also wider than that. So you can see here some parts of houses, and actually there were some cellars and storages placed along the walls, and there were also some cisterns, reservoirs, which were collecting the rainwater from the roofs, which are not here actually, which have been destroyed and lost after so many centuries. But there are still rests of these small recipients which were collecting this rainwater, which was used for drinking and for other things. We also know that these people were cultivating the land. We found rests, the archaeologists found the rests of bones and the rests of food. So we know that they were having the cattle here, and what they were eating and cultivating. And we can say that they were really quite developed for that time, and as I said before, maybe more developed than what we can understand. Thank you and bye.